right. So it's been 3 weeks. We've left our one or two listeners in the lurch.
They must have totally forgotten who we are and what we're about.
I think we need to reintroduce ourselves.
Okay, well, welcome to Viva la Nerd. My name is Lisa.
And my name is Cristy.
And we're nerds.
Nerds!
And we're here to talk about
nerd stuff.
Wait, did we just say nerd stuff in perfect unison?
I think so.
From 45 miles away?
Yes, I think they're already throwing up.
I think we have reached some pinnacle of nerddom. Well, I think actually that's the best possible introduction is speaking the words nerd stuff in unison.
Yes.
I heard a bit of news this morning.
Oh, yeah?
That I thought I would share with you before we get into any other conversations. I was listening to the radio on the way to work, as I always do, NPR, Morning Edition, and what should I hear but dun 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 dun. And the announcer said, well, if something like, you know what these sounds mean. And I was like, oh my God, where's Cristy? And it was a story about how the town in Africa where they filmed the Tatooine scenes is in danger of being destroyed. I forget what it was. It's either deforestation or flood. I don't know, one of those climate change things. Anyway, and so there's a campaign to save Tatooine.
Oh, wow.
So you should check that out, but it was so surreal to hear that first thing in the morning. I turned on the radio. Dun, 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 dun.
That's awesome. They released the teaser trailer, the first teaser trailer for the new Star Wars, which is called The Force Awakens. And the nerd world went crazy.
I picture a bunch of people with heavy black framed glasses waving their arms over their head like
Well, oh my God, it's a teaser trailer, so they don't even show more than like a couple seconds of each scene, right? Now, it's really cool. There's it's got like this bass music playing, like it's very deep, and it's got like a bit of a, they don't even do a lot of narration or talk very much, but there's like they say a few words, but it's like a few like frames of whatever. It's not even a full trailer.
I've seen these teasers.
And people have gone nuts. They've discussed each millisecond of a half a frame.
Yeah, like, oh, I saw that pixel, and that tells me that the next pixel is going to be blue. Oh, I'm so excited.
They show a figure dressed in a black cloak, with a special kind of not light ray,
lightsaber?
Thank you! Ding, 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 ding!
Cristy, I cannot believe you forgot the word lightsaber. Are you on drugs right now?
Antihistamines.
Okay, take more.
And people have been arguing about the physics behind the lightsaber because...
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm telling you, dude, it's serious shit. Because it looks like an old-fashioned sword in that it's got these, the rays, a straight ray, and then it's got like the hilt of the sword is also a lightsaber. So they're arguing like, why hasn't his hand fallen off? And that wouldn't even work. His arm would be, cut in half, and it's.
You know what I have to say to this? If you'd like to know how he eats and breathes and other science facts, just tell yourself it's just a show. I should really just relax. For Mystery
Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, I cannot bear that shit. And it's off of, like, again, like 2 pixels of those teasers. They're really sadistic, in my opinion. I haven't seen these, but if it's anything like the Doctor Who teasers before this Capaldi season, I mean, it was just like you could picture the guy in leather, like rubbing his hands and going, "Watch me make the nerds dance." They would show like a bow tie for literally 1 second, and then be like, "Coming, 2014."
But the thing is, though, I'm not gonna say that people going crazy is really like an exaggeration, because the little second of whatever they show is really fucking awesome.
Nerd.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was really cool. Man, after all the prequels and all the bullshit with the, like, special effects that were, like, too good, that looked like a cartoon, and it was just weird, and weird characters like Jar Jar Binks, like the paperclip from Microsoft Office showed up too. It was just like, please. And I feel like just from this and from the things that I've heard, we're back on track.
So what is this movie about? Is it a remake, or is it a prequel of the prequel?
It is not a prequel. It's a continuation
to the sequel.
It is set 30 years after the last movie.
Which
the original the original
prequel to the sequel, because that might just be the sequel to the prequel.
last original movie 30 years afterwards, which is perfect because they're going to have some of the original actors in there, and it has been 30 years since they were in the movie.
I was going to say, isn't 30 years about how much time has elapsed?
Yes.
Oh, so we're going to see Fat Princess Leia?
Yes, we are. I hope she is not wearing that sexy bikini thing that everybody loves, because it's going to be sad.
Now, I'm actually a big fan of Carrie Fisher.
She's awesome.
And, oh my God.
I saw her one-woman show. It was so fucking cool.
She's done a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Each one, better than the last. So it turned out when they started working on this and she signed up, that the movie company, the studio, hired a personal trainer for her.
Oh, damn, that is humbling.
And, I could just hear the eye roll.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher was doing all the way over here on the East Coast. Like,
yes.
From LA, I could hear her. Oh, brother,
Yeah.
But, whatever it is.
Oops, sorry.
However she looks, if she's in it, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun to see all the old actors reprising their roles.
Yeah, it'll be very cool.
I mean, are they going to explain, like, Han's been married and divorced 3 times? And he's got all this alimony, and
his kids hate him.
And that's why he's got an earring, because he's feeling old. Yeah. And he's got ED.
Oh. The Ewoks have a great remedy for that.
The Ewoks?
Yeah. They use trees for everything. take down one of those huge robot things with trees, I think they can fix that.
Yay, Ewoks!
I know it looks like a teddy bear, but those little teddy bears do magic.
You know, for us non-Star Wars people, like, the Ewoks are, like, pretty much our favorite thing.
It was that part was supposed to be in the Wookiee planet.
But they couldn't find enough 7-foot people to wear fur suits.
I don't know, like that would have made sense, but the little teddy bears taking down the whole empire, I mean, come on, that's kind of silly.
Dude, it was a metaphor for Vietnam. Duh.
Oh.
You know, it's really interesting recording this when we're not in the same room, because that pause was just so powerful. That dead airspace.
It was the gears in my brain squeaking to try to move.
I could hear that too.
Yes.
I have very good hearing.
Yeah, but Kevin and I talked about it, and I was telling him they brought the empire down with their mere super cuteness.
Hey,
the stormtroopers would go to shoot them, and then they go, aww.
And stab them in the nuts.
It was just like Puss in Boots.
That's right, when he makes the big kitty cat eyes.
Yes.
I'm afraid that's true. And also, I mean, look at the way cats have taken over the internet. They've been trying to take over the planet for all these years. But finally, Maru Maru is the one that's leading the charge.
Maru Maru?
He's a famous Japanese cat.
Oh.
You don't know Maru?
Is it from the Sanrio thing?
No, it's a real cat.
It's a real cat?
Yes, and his owner has brought incredible fame to him through her blog postings and videos. Like, you'd know him if you saw him.
Oh, I only know Grumpy Cat.
No, this is another real cat taking over the world. You're just not in touch with the cat world, Cristy.
Yeah, you know, cat fancy just, doesn't come to my house anymore.
Do you know that there was a film festival in real life, IRL, a film festival of internet cat videos?
Oh my God.
There's now, I heard a statistic like, there's more cat videos uploaded on the internet, like, at this moment than all other moving pictures. Like, all other moving pictures combined.
Wow.
That's a lot of cat video.
That's a lot of fur.
That's a lot of that's a lot of hairballs.
And condescension.
Oh, touche. So that was my news.
Yes.
My big news that I wanted to give you. Pretty exciting. So when does this movie come out?
December of 2015.
Oh my God, that's like around the corner.
Oh my God!
Are there any other big sci-fi releases anytime soon? Sooner than that?
I don't know.
No Star Trek movies? No.
Not that I know of. The last thing that came out was Guardians of the Galaxy, which I still haven't seen, and I heard it was really good.
So I've heard. And they have a cutie pie character too.
Yeah, that raccoon kicks ass though.
He's so adorable.
And he is voiced by Bradley Cooper. Yeah, yow.
Oh. Well,
I've never found a raccoon so hot before.
I know, I'm having mixed feelings about this kitty raccoon.
I just hope it doesn't bite me and have rabies.
Oh, come on.
Although it would be the best thing ever.
I got a venereal disease from an imaginary raccoon voiced by Bradley Cooper.
Ooh, baby.
Didn't Amy Pond from Doctor Who, didn't she play like a bad guy in that movie?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah, that's when she shaved her head.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was a blue person. I don't know, we should see the movie before we talk about it.
I guess so.
Forward going.
Duh.
Talking about stuff we don't know anything about.
Oh, the other thing that's happening, I just thought of it. The Wonder Woman movie.
What?
You have not heard?
I have not heard.
It's still before, they're not even close to filming it, but it's starting to be worked on. And they picked an actress, and I think...
Is it Renee Zellweger?
And the nerd world was sufficiently pleased with the selection.
They really like Renee.
Because
who's Wonder Woman?
It's a no-name actress. It's not someone famous.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember her name. She's done, I think, like TV work or something. She's not a novice, but she hasn't been in anything big.
Okay, she's not famous.
No.
Murder?
There was one group that had done a trailer of their vision for the Wonder Woman movie, and they had picked an actress who was more muscular than the woman that they chose. But it was pretty good because they didn't pick someone who was, like a twig. I believe it was a good choice.
Hey, she's on Amazon, people.
Yeah, right?
You can't have, like, Holly Hunter playing Wonder Woman.
And I think they're doing a good job so far. There is a picture out of her dressed in the Wonder Woman garb, and it's not the red, white, and blue thing going on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I'm remembering something I saw. It was a weird costume, though.
Yeah, it's, I think it's more authentic to the, well, I mean, not to the comics, because the early comics started out with, just the red, white, and blue costume and all of that. But I think it's truer to the spirit of it, because she is an Amazon. She is a warrior. So I don't know. I'm pleased about it, and waiting to see what direction they're gonna go in.
Speaking of warrior princesses and Amazons, you know who I miss? I miss Xena.
Aww.
I was thinking about that the other day. I used to love me some Xena the warrior princess. That was like such a cheesy, satisfying, wonderful show.
Well, the actress, do you remember her name?
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless was in the spin-off of Battlestar Galactica.
What?
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Babylon 5? No, wait.
No, that's Star Trek. It was,
Stargate.
Not Stargate. Jesus Christ.
Elex.
It was, it's like Galactica or, not Galactica.
Galactic Donuts.
Shut up. Corsica? It's the...
Caprica?
Alright, anyway.
No, it's called Caprica.
Caprica, yes, Caprica.
Corsica, of course, is the one where Napoleon was born.
Okay, wrong island.
Caprica. Okay.
Caprica.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's in there, and she's a cool character in there. And they also have I haven't finished watching that. I think they only had one season.
I tried to watch it, and I know it was very highly regarded, but I just couldn't get into it.
Oh, I really liked it. And they also have Spike from Buffy. That actor's in there.
I like him.
Yeah, yeah. He's pretty cool. It's
I've
nice
seen
to see
Spike.
him a little more grown up.
Yeah, playing a little bit meatier role.
Yeah. So that was really good. That's where Lucy Lawless ended up, and I don't know what else she's done.
She played herself in an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
She did?
Yeah, she plays herself really well.
Wow, she's good at it. She's had some practice.
I don't know. She's maybe not going to win an Oscar anytime soon.
Well,
but I like her.
Let's hope she saved up some money.
I'm sure Zena's still playing in New Zealand.
Oh yeah. I wonder if she's done more like Australian and New Zealand work.
I'm sure she plays, Shakespeare in the Pack every year.
In the what?
I don't know. That sounded a little more Boston than New Zealand, but...
Oh, I don't know. That was pretty good.
You get the idea.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other movie news. That was a big one.
I just want Community to come back already. When will it start, Cristy?
It's gonna be on Yahoo.
I know. When?
I don't know.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Hey, Doctor Who's on a break until Christmas.
Well, that's not that far, and I'm really looking forward to it. I love their Christmas specials.
Yes.
They are usually so good.
It's pretty much the only thing I like about Christmas.
Excuse me?
I mean, hanging out with my family, of course.
And you love buying me presents.
Yeah, but I can do that anytime, duh.
Well, yeah, it doesn't usually happen all the time. Oh, damn!
I'll have you know, I gave you a present today. I put my credit card number back on my Netflix account. I don't have to pay for it anymore. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Merry Christmas.
I have a very big present sitting in this living room right now waiting for you.
Is it a giant sock monkey?
Oh, shit. How did you know?
I saw the history on your browser.
God damn it.
That, and by the way, your fetishes are weird.
What?
Nothing.
It's actually a large whale carcass. I know how much you love exploding blubber.
I just want to pierce it so that it can hiss loudly.
Have you ever seen those videos where they start to cut it and it blows up the intestines all over the place?
Yes, I have.
It is so coolly disgusting.
That is disgusting on a grand scale.
Yes, it is.
It
is Tosh.0 worthy. In fact, I think that's where I've seen it several times.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't real, Tosh would have invented it.
Yes, he would have.
I really do not understand how you can watch Tosh.
It grosses me out, and I usually have to watch it with my hands in front of my face, and I'm equally going, oh my god, and laughing so freaking hard.
It's really, not my humor.
It's pretty horrible, and I love it.
He's made me laugh a few times. When he does something that's funny, it's really funny.
Yeah.
But it's just you have to wade through too many rape jokes, you know?
No, there's no. I didn't see that episode.
Whatever. It's all about boobies and, I don't know, things that appeal to 12-year-olds. 12-year-old boys like you.
Like me.
Ew, he farted. Look, her boobies.
They talk about butts too. God, come on.
Oh, you're right. It's culturally diverse.
Yeah. It's more mature than that, my God.
So, can we talk about some monsters?
Let's talk about monsters.
Because Christmas is coming, so...
I.e. Cookie.
Actually, what makes you bring up the Cookie Monster?
Being completely stupid.
Cookie Monster is pretty much my favorite character of all time.
Well, now with trying to get America not to be obese, poor Cookie Monster has been put on a tight leash and a diet.
Broccoli!
He is now the salad monster.
Moderation! It's just the entire point of the Cookie Monster has been killed.
It's been bastardized.
Having him go nuts for salad just completely is beside the point of the character. Oh, poor Cookie Monster.
Oh, poor Cookie Monster. He's lost some weight, though. He's looking good.
Been working out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
be funny. They give him a six-pack.
He walks back and forth on Sesame Street. With a pedometer.
I bet he and Bert do some power walking.
Yeah, they do. Let me stop to talk to the garbage monster.
It's not called the garbage monster. Oh my God, how do you not know something?
Oscar the Grouch. I just like calling him the garbage monster.
Oh, Cristy, what am I going to do with you? You don't even know a monster apart from a grouch.
So monsters.
So I have a question. What differentiates a monster from a villain?
A monster doesn't necessarily have any evil intentions. It's just,
It's an animal, right?
Yeah, like an animal. Like their basic needs need to be met. Blob hungry. Blob must, do whatever Blob does.
Must kidnap white women.
The swamp monster is a little more sophisticated.
But I think you're right, because I was trying to think different monsters, and I thought well, what's the difference? Yeah, a monster is just he looks I don't know. It's an animal that looks untidy, and he doesn't necessarily mean to do bad things, like Godzilla. Oops,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I destroyed your city, but I was really cold
and
I
hungry.
Go to the volcano.
Yeah. This building was in my way. You should really build your cities differently so I can swing my tail around them.
Yeah. And in the end, monsters end up not being scary.
Well, I don't know if that's completely true. Because people ran from the Blob and were scared.
Well, you would be scared if a 5-story tall dessert was coming your way too.
Yeah.
But Godzilla, whatever, I don't know. You see them and you go, and then you go, oh, okay, it's Godzilla. It's not scary the second time. Because there's no evil intent, I think, you're just oh, poor thing, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just a monster, Lisa. Just a monster.
Cookies.
Cookies.
But what I was thinking was one of the scariest monsters is the alien in Alien.
Oh shit, yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's kind of animal instinct also, because I don't know, she was trying to reproduce and keep her babies, her eggs safe.
Yeah.
And it's not her fault that her saliva is made of hydrochloric acid, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, and Riley was trying to get up in her shit and steal the eggs from her nest and stuff.
It's just one bitch to another bitch throwing down.
It's basically a guy in a scuba suit, but no, it was really scary.
She's taking off her earrings, kicking off her shoes. All right, let's get into it.
I don't remember them pulling each other's hair and saying, "No, he's my man."
Actually, that was cut out of the film. It's in the director's cut.
That Ridley, he's a genius.
Yep, gotta give it up.
Because I was thinking of the Daleks and how not scary they are, especially in the beginning when they were made of cardboard and they couldn't climb stairs. You'd go up on your porch and you were safe from them. And I thought, well, are they even monsters? Do they count as monsters?
Yes, because they want to destroy everything in their path. They want to take over the world. And although, it's not as frightening, say, as Alien or a slasher film or something else, it's still, they're still a formidable force.
Yeah, I think of a monster as kind of like the force of nature.
Yeah, I think that they would be more considered villains than monsters.
Yeah, and they talk. And I think the minute you start talking, it's hard to be a monster.
Because they used to be humanoid type beings. Mm-hmm. And the radiation turned them into these blobby talking things.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Because there's the whole thing about how they were destroyed and Davos recreated them from his own body. Remember that thing? The cultist Scarrow?
Yeah.
Like, actually, Davos is, to me, the scariest character on all of Doctor Who.
Probably, yeah.
And in a way of a force of nature kind of thing. Like, he's got evil intent, but he doesn't really want anything. He's just crazy. You can't reason with him.
Yeah.
Like with almost every other villain, you can give them what they want, and they stop and whatever. If you're enslaved, the show's over. But Davos wants to destroy the universe, erase reality. How do you reason with something like that? Like, that's really the scary part to me.
Yeah.
What is all that beeping?
What beeping?
I don't know. I hear all these gadgets going off in the background.
Well, the little bells was my phone.
Okay. You have so many gadgets.
Duh.
You're a gadget girl.
I am a techie.
Go gadget Cristy.
Wow.
Oh my god, I just figured out what you should be for Halloween, and it's in December.
Oh, fuck.
I knew I would come up with the perfect costume for you.
Thank you.
Maybe next year. You do remind me a lot of Inspector Gadget.
You do? You think so?
I do think so. Gotta get you a trench coat.
So I'm that clueless.
No, you're that gadgety.
Yes, I am gadgety.
You're the most gadgety girl I ever met.
That sounds strange.
Well, usually, I know this is a stereotype, but it applies to a good 70%, let's say. But, I don't know, 65%. a lot of guys, if you show them a new electronic thing, they're like, I want it. It doesn't really matter what it does.
Yes.
Buttons and lights.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, my thing extends beyond gadgets.
Yes.
Or electronics.
Mm-hmm.
I am a sucker for good design and new inventions, new, for example, and this is a really stupid example, but I really am fascinated with Band-Aids because there are so many different designs. You have the knuckle, you've got a wraparound bandage that's, short on one side and longer on the other, so you can wrap it around your finger. You've got the fingertip. You've got the, the weird, plasticky one that you have to, warm to your skin. There's always something new coming out with the Band-Aids.
Wait a second. That have to warm to your skin?
Yeah, there are these weird ones where it's like this plasticky thing. It's thicker and like this gel kind of plastic, and you have to hold it to your skin and warm it so that it sticks, and then you can take a shower, you can do everything, and it will not get any water in the wound.
With someone as accident prone as I am, you'd think I'd be more up on Band-Aid technology.
Band-Aid technology, Lisa.
But I mean, I pretty much stopped after the liquid bandage. That was enough for me.
That's pretty cool too. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of new ways to solve a problem.
A better mousetrap.
Yes. And so with gadgets, it's just natural that I would, gravitate to that.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
I'm more into kitchen gadgets. They're not electronic. I don't know. Kitchen implements. I'm always looking for the new, really, really specialized implement that they come out with.
Mhm.
The machine that only takes out the seeds of lemons but doesn't work on mandarins.
Oh, wow.
That kind of thing. Cook the egg in its shell.
Oh yeah, those are cool. The microphone, the egg that you put in the plastic thing and you put in the microwave.
Dude, is that not the coolest thing?
That is cool.
Who needs it?
But see,
it's just neat.
Here's the practical thing. For you, that costs maybe $5. I want the new iPhone 6 Plus. It's like $650.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's just not practical for me on a financial level. I'm very good at ignoring things that I can't afford.
Oh, no, not me.
But you don't have the new iPhone, do you?
No, I don't. The store was gonna call me when the new ones came in. Everybody's grabbing them, and I missed the pre-order and all that stuff. So.
Oh, so you were actually gonna buy it?
Yeah.
Dude, why are you gonna spend all that money on a phone when you can get one for totally free? Actually, I was at work the other day, and if it wasn't obvious before, I work in IT. Anyway, so one of my colleagues picks up my phone and goes, "What is this?" And I said, "It's the 3G." He's like, "G? We're on S." It was so old that he had even forgotten how the model sequencing went. He felt like it went from G all the way to S.
I can beat that because before I got the iPhone 4S, I had a dumb phone with the keypad, and
was it a flip phone?
It might as well have been a BlackBerry.
The flip phone is coming back, Cristy.
What?
It's like a retro thing.
Ew.
I've seen two hipsters with them on the street now.
No.
Oh, yeah. I think I have
No.
it in the back of my drawer. I might be able to, like, sell it to somebody in Brooklyn and, like, make a lot of money off of them.
Oh, no.
That's the good thing about never throwing anything away.
I'm going to give away my age by telling our audience that I used to have a bag phone, which is basically bigger than your purse.
Cristy, every single episode you have given away your age with some story like this.
That is true. I like impressing upon people listening that I am truly very old now.
Well, the funny thing is that anyone seeing you on the street thinks that you're maybe 30. Like, she's got to be in her 20s. And, but anyone listening to the podcast who has not seen your face, like, wow, she's mad old.
I'm mad old.
She's so old, she's angry about it.
I am! Get off my lawn!
Or I'll hit you with my bag phone.
Yeah.
So, do you still have that bag phone somewhere?
Oh, no, I wish I could have made money off of it. To a museum.
Because Dad and I have a bit of a hoarder instinct, shall we say. So he had, and I took this. I have them at my house now. I've got two princess phones that he's been hanging on to for God knows what reason.
Princess phones?
Yeah, it's one of the first one of the first push button phones.
What? I don't even know what you are describing.
In a galaxy far, far away, Cristy, phones used to have to be plugged in at your house.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy talk.
Anyway, so he had, these old landline phones, the first push buttons. I don't think you can have rotary anymore. It doesn't work.
Yeah, really?
For a while, the system still allowed, both push button and rotary, but alas, those days are gone. Anyway, so he had these phones from, I don't know what, the 80s, and I was laughing at them, and then I realized I have a drawer full of old cell phones. I think I've got, like, my last 5 phones are just sitting there, waiting to be taken to the museum.
You can probably donate them.
Well, I can't sell them. I tried that. Nobody was willing to pay for them. No trade-in available.
I'm sorry, I don't have any pennies to give you for those phones.
Because nobody uses pennies anymore either.
We've gotten seriously off track.
What were we talking about?
Monsters.
What's your favorite monster, Cristy?
God, there's so many good ones that I remember. I haven't seen any. I mean, I have nostalgia about growing up watching all the Saturday monster movies and just loving it. I would say my favorite movie about a monster would be The Stuff.
The Stuff?
The Stuff. It was kind of a 90s remake of the Blob, or take on the Blob.
I remember this.
Yes. It was so funny, and it actually intended to be funny.
Yes.
Because the Blob was not like the pink weird thing that was in the 60s or 70s? I don't even know.
Early 60s, I think.
Yeah, they used to be like the pink goo or whatever. This was like white, like it was yogurt.
I remember it. It basically looked like whipped cream.
Yeah. That movie was so funny and still had some of that like monster movie, kind of scary, kind of ominous feel to it. But it didn't take itself seriously.
That genre of the kind of making fun of parody, but still like in good fun monster Mars Attacks.
Oh my God! That is also one of my favorites.
That's an outstanding, and those. I don't know if it's a coincidence that they sound so much like the Daleks, which you also love to imitate.
Exterminate! Oh man, I love Mars Attack.
Those are good monsters.
Those were good monsters. But other than Godzilla, they don't make good monster movies anymore. There's like no monsters. Probably the last thing that I think they made other than Godzilla was probably the Mothman Prophesies.
Were there moths in that?
That was where there was a monster in New York City that was maybe like a 6-foot roach kind of or moth that was killing people. It was.
You're confusing it with something else. I think you're thinking of Mimic. Which was like a giant cockroach that looked like a human.
I don't know then.
Oh. Or maybe there's just lots of movies about giant bugs in New York.
I'm gonna look it up.
Well, on that note, I think we will come back to this topic on our next episode because there's lots of monsters that we need to talk about.
So what's your favorite monster?
I like silly monster movies because I don't get into the monster, you know what I'm saying? So, like Mars Attacks, that kind of thing.
What's your favorite monster movie?
I don't know.
Oh, you're right. It was Mimic.
Yeah, Mothman Prophecies was.
I didn't know that was a Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah, it was a really long time ago. That was a good movie, actually.
Yeah, it was a great movie. It was kind of freaky.
Yeah, especially since I was living in New York at the time. I was like, giant
God, it's just like talking about the giant rats.
What giant rats?
Well, that's one of the New York City myths is the rats that are supposedly as big as a dog.
Yeah, they're just fat. Those are the ones that can't run real fast.
Oh, jeez.
They're gangsta. Well, Cristy, I think on that note, we should wrap it up for this week, and talk more about monsters next time.
Okay.
All right, more monsters to come. Sweet dreams.
Oh.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Okay, I think you were an extra in a Godzilla movie in a prior life. Oh, Godzilla!
Godzilla!
Well, see you in the future, gentle reader. That's it for this episode.
Alrighty.